and I test that, and that works, but follows, it's still on top. And you can do text on top of the image too, if you want. So alert box, pretty straightforward. Goals are just these simple bars. You give it a name, amount, how much you're starting at, and end if you want it to end. I don't know how. It says Extra Life feeds through their standard donation. It is counted as a donation. So it would be cool to have an Extra Life goal bar, but if I pop into Slack, and that's not actually in Slack, is it? Extra Life. So I was talking about this in the Slack recently. If you go to your dashboard, you've got this image here, and this is a very nice picture. It's got the Extra Life logo, support me, how much you've raised, how much you're trying to raise. And I'm going to pop this in a browser source. And for some reason, it's 400 by 130. Don't ask me why. And there we go. So we got that little box there. I think that since that is, built into Extra Life, we don't have to fiddle around with trying to not count any donations people make to us, or making sure any donations we get personally during the Extra Life stream we donate, and we don't have to worry about any of that. It's just, there it is. Donate through Extra Life. Don't give money to me. Other goals right now, they're not important. Stream boss, what is this? Sees the opportunity of becoming a boss. I think this is a donation thing. Works with tips, follows subscriptions, and cheers. Oh, so this, the CLR browser source plugin, which is clickable. If you're not using Studio, which has the browser source built in, that's how you get browser sources. So Streamlabs, Streamboss, that's the first place I've seen that link. Probably it's in other places. I just haven't noticed. And incremental, overkill. I honestly have no idea what this is. Okay, so this is like someone gets the top slot and people are trying to chip them away by doing things. I don't think that's relevant for us, but it looks interesting. Maybe worth looking at. Event list, that's going to pop up on screen, but this is exactly the same thing as it was. This is just running by default. It's a GIF. Oops. But in Stream Elements, they have exactly the same thing. You can set up, different appearances. Some of these are pretty cool. That is a lot of bits. That's like $100. But yeah, nice, kind of subtle. You can decide what gets put. Sub-tiers is just different amount of money. It still doesn't apply to us. Fonts. Browse Google Fonts, but we should still be able to put in, like if I do Malone. No. So many people won't use this. I'm sure they have a Discord too, although I'm not part of it right now. And from there, we can ask, how do we do our own fonts? Because that is important to us. Community and support. So it's in here. Troubleshoot, probably. I don't know. That's not important enough to dig into right now. But, maybe worth looking at. Tip jar is a bits thing. That's not important. Stream labels. Okay, so what this is, I actually have to download this. This is a desktop application that basically it watches your Twitch channel And whenever someone follows or donates or does any of the things that any of the other widgets pick up on, it creates a whole big folder full of text files, which are things like the most recent subscriber or the top donation today, this week, this month, and ever, all as separate files, so that going into OBS, something as simple as text source, just create a new text source, you say read from file, and you browse Twitch resources, who knows. Text files, this is actually, this is, I used to use this. So if I say let's follow train. Most recent follower, sure. That's something I know is in there. Even if it's not accurate, it's in there. And then, so because this is an OBS, I can say select font, and this is everything that I have installed I can use. So again, we can use our special fonts. Don't have to worry about that. So popping this open just to show what is going on in it. Hopefully nothing is lagging too bad because I'm downloading something. It's super duper simple, but not loading. Let's see. Okay, so this is, you can change for all of these. This is every file that it's going to make. You can change the format. So this is the most recent donator will be displayed this way. You could include, if you want, most recent donator and all of that. That's something I would add separately, probably, but you can absolutely do that. This opens up the folder where it saves things. You can configure that however you want. This quits. Nice and simple. So now it's had a moment to run. This is all recent events. Redemptions or something separate. Music player. That's cool. And okay, so you can make polls, you can do giveaways. That's something that I think is very powerful. It would be worth integrating for us. So yeah, now you see it says Booty Kicker. You already saw that. I didn't. I just saw it now. But as far as I'm aware, you do need to leave this running in the background. In the future, we can test, someone unfollows and refollows so that they get kicked up to the top of the list while I don't have this open, see if it updates. But I think you need it open. Donation ticker. This is cool. This will show on screen the people who have donated, well, to us as well as to Extra Life. Set up exactly the same way as everything else. Just this widget, the names scroll through. It's just a green box, and there's no test button here, which is too bad. But very simple. Name, amount. You can customize it however you want. The max number, this should just be recent, not like top X. That might be configurable, but I don't see it. Chat box. You can just throw your chat box onto your channel. If you want. You can make it look different ways. Why not? But not hugely important. Viewer count. Huh. Cool. Not very important to us, but cool. Wishlist is ask people to buy you things. That's not relevant to us. So that's I think the whole overview of the widgets. Alert box is alerts. And, I went through it here. I went through it last time when I was looking at Stream Elements. It's pretty central. It's the big, hey, thank you for donating. Thank you for following. Play a little jingle. all of that. Goals are cool, but since we have the extra life thing, which is up in this corner, had to remember where I put it. I don't think this is relevant to us right now. Stream boss isn't relevant. Event list is neat, but I don't see a way to get fonts in it if that's important. And this is just keep on screen donations, followers. If it keeps them visible longer, it keeps up the thank you for giving money to help children in a hospital energy going. And chatbox viewer account wishlist, we don't care. Going into some other things that Streamlabs provides. Twitch extensions. So this is gonna have to find my way around here. That's their blog post. I don't want that. There's a link around here somewhere, I think.
Jesus.
No, I don't. Here we go, extension manager. So looking at this, basically there's when someone's streaming, and it should actually be available right now, there's a little pop-up. You can interact with it. You know, it's for being boring. It's a way to keep people entertained, and this is just the settings for that. So they can use it to earn those loyalty points that I was talking about, make song requests, make little requests to us for, you know, I don't know, whatever. We can set it up however we want. And I guess a demo of that, since I think it's running on my stream right now. Make sure that's muted. You know, I'm not seeing it. But it was definitely enabled. Schedule, add as a new panel, done. So like that should just pop right up, right? I'll have to look into making that work. Schedule, add as a new panel, stop. I'll just have to look into this because I'm not quite sure right now how to make that work. But it should work. I've seen it work for other people. It's pretty neat. If we care, great. If we don't, great. Oh, things are locking up. This isn't locking up. Just Chrome? That's unusual. Ah, okay, just the website was having trouble. All Stars is, I believe, Streamlabs. What's the word? Premium service. Yep. No, not even premium. It's their partnership service. You get free shit, but you know, it's not us. Guilds is not totally relevant to us, but it's like it's a cross promotion thing. We kind of are that for each other already, but like, you know, there's people playing H1Z1 in Denmark. You know, join this. We'll promote each other, whatever. And Extra Life, so enabled or disabled, and your participant ID, which is available from the Extra Life website. If you don't know that, it's pretty easy to find. It says it right here. You look at your page URL and it says and participant ID is whatever, and that's it. Great. Setup is seriously that easy. So doing a quick overlay. Browser source 2 is this. I'm just going to rename that real quick, because it's good to keep these things organized, right? EL image. I know what that means, and that's all that's important. This is alert box. So, all right, this is my overlay now, is these two things. Is that